Welcome to the Department of Historical Studies. We are so glad that you are joining us to learn more about our department. We are located on the 4th floor of Manjiwe Nendamowinin, which is an Anishinaabe name meaning gathering of minds. We wish to acknowledge this land on which our department and the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and most recently the Mississaugas of the Credit River. Today, this meeting place is still the home of many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have this opportunity to work on this land. We are also glad that you are able to join us here virtually. The Department of Historical Studies at the University of Toronto Mississauga provides a globally framed historical education that encompasses programs in classical civilization, diaspora and transnational studies, history and political science, history of religions, Latin American and Caribbean studies, South Asian humanities, and women and gender studies. Given the broad range of courses available, the department offers something for everyone. We encourage you to check out our website to read more. You may find a link to the website at the bottom of the screen and in the video description. Now, we would love to share more with you about our students' learning experiences. The Department of Historical Studies is dedicated to the success of both junior and senior undergraduates, as well as creating opportunities for students interested in pursuing graduate studies at the University of Toronto. Towards these aims, we offer many opportunities for students to participate in experiential learning. Students have the opportunity to participate in experiential learning abroad. Here we see Professor Carrie Atkins training students in underwater recording techniques on the coast of Cyprus during a field season in 2019. Professor Ken Derry teaches a course in Hong Kong. In this course, students learn the connections between religion and culture. For example, what does it mean to be Muslim or Buddhist in Hong Kong? How is it similar and different to being Muslim or Buddhist in Canada? This course also looks at Christianity, Hinduism, Judaism, and Taoism in Hong Kong. Professor Mary Cowan of the History Department and Professor Christopher Richter of the Biology Department also teach a research course that brings students to the Dominican Republic. Students observe the impacts of early modern globalization on the island of Hispaniola and explore the Columbian exchange in the city of Santo Domingo through touring museums like the Museo Alcázar de Colón, the oldest vice-regal residence in the Americas, and historic sites like the Catedral de Santa Maria la Menor, one of the oldest Christian churches in the Americas. During the ecological exploration part of the course, students explore marine areas and parks and examine how native and invasive species interact in the present-day ecosystems. Closer to the university and right here on campus, there are many other opportunities to learn. There is a course on Roman luxury, in which students study everyday and luxury objects, and it features a field trip to the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto. In a class on museums and material religions, students visited sites in Toronto to question the kinds of objects that are displayed in these spaces and what arguments are made about religion in and through these displays. Students visited both traditional museum settings, like the Royal Ontario Museum and the Aga Khan Museum, as well as a museum located in a Buddhist temple. Students also learn in our programs by doing their own original research. Here, WGS students show their research from seminars and a practicum, along with Professor Joan Simalczyk. History 498Y5 is an internship course for history specialists, majors, and minors entering their 4th year, and applicants from other years may also be considered. The course offers students an opportunity to hone their research skills in work settings outside the university, such as museums, historical societies, and public archives. This is a chance to develop skills, contribute to the historical record, and make contact with the local historical community. Over the past several years, students have been placed at Heritage Mississauga, Heritage Toronto, the Oakville Museum, the Holocaust Library, the Canadian Arab Institute, the Peel Art Gallery Museum and Archives, the Royal Ontario Museum, the Canadian Lesbian and Gay Archives, the City of Mississauga, Ministry of Indigenous Relations, among others. In addition to learning with faculty and participating in courses, our faculty members also have exciting research to share with you. Shown here is Professor Carrie Atkins in the field, surveying a late Bronze Age anchorage on the coast of Cyprus as part of her research project on anchorages and underwater survey methods. Professor Kevin Coleman is a historian of modern Latin America, specializing in the history of U.S. Latin American encounters in visual culture. His recent articles and book chapters examine the intersection between photography, capitalist and imperial expropriations, labor history, and theorizing ways to read political subjectivities through visual archives. Here he is shown at the Vatican. Professor Kyle Smith is studying the 12th century Syrian Catholic monastery of Mar Banam. It has inscriptions in Syriac, Arabic, and Armenian, among other languages, but it was completely destroyed by the Islamic State in 2014. There is so much exciting research going on, and faculty are writing about their research in books and articles. You can find more about the professor's research on their faculty pages. This is a taste of some of the books that our faculty members have written. You can find these books in our library system and ask your professors about them as well. For more faculty books, check out the online faculty bookshelf on our website. Also on the department website, you can find information on all of the events that our department hosts and supports. Classics in the World Today is a large annual initiative where we invite international speakers to discuss to what degree elements from the ancient world, so foreign and distant, may still be relevant in our current societies in Canada, and in Southern Ontario in particular. The Women in Gender Studies program hosts a feminist lunch series, which features our professors like Professor Beverly Bain, sessional faculty, and guest lecturers. These events occur throughout the year. The Women in Gender Studies program also collaborates with other university programs and units, such as the Blackwood Gallery, and hosts events that discuss Indigenous histories and intersections. These are examples of some of the recent events focusing on Indigenous institutions and Indigenous intersections. The Center for South Asian Civilizations in our department also hosts many interesting events. Make sure to stay tuned when our faculty also participate in other university event series, such as the Lecture Me series, which are open to all. In addition to the event series held by our department and its programs, our faculty and members also participate in celebratory events and events to raise awareness, to which we welcome you. Here, Professor Jed Kuhn is shown with a guest speaker at an event held as part of Black History Month celebrations, and Professor Nicole Charles, who is also shown here on a lunch series talk poster, has a discussion with a guest speaker as part of International Women's Day celebrations. Once you are at the university, be sure to check out our fun social events and town halls. In 2019 and 2020, our faculty started a new collaboration series called Historical Studies Responds, which features current hot debates, to which faculty members respond, followed by lunch. You can find up-to-date events on this website, as well as on our social media pages. We also have an active student organization, annual undergraduate conference, and undergraduate journal. A great way to meet your peers and see what neat research they're doing is to participate in the annual Prandium Undergraduate Conference, which produces a journal each year. It's a fantastic way to share all of your hard work that you're doing in your courses. The journal is available online for you to check out. Finally, and importantly, the University of Toronto Mississauga also has a student-run Historical Studies Society. They host various events throughout the year, and students from all programs in historical studies are welcome to join. Check them out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us in this online tour of our department. We welcome you to visit us virtually on our social media accounts, and we look forward to having you study with us.